Alright, I think the stream's back on. I'm not quite sure why it's going off and on, but it's all green and healthy now. So I'm going to continue where I left off. So I just added this home, I guess, nav bar to the site. It still looks like these are links here, which I'm going to fix in a minute. And when it cut off, I think I was trying to figure out why this is taking up half the page. So so weirdly enough, in how it displays this information, it actually seems to have nothing to do with the height here, because in rules the height is set 64 pixels, which is obviously not what it is there. And then here, as I move this up and down, the height changes, so now it's 240 pixels. So this is actually because it's flexing. So yeah, so it goes normal when I undo the flex option and redo it. So I'm just going to overwrite that in the code because this V toolbar is from the styles that I'm pulling in from Vuetify. So an index. Yeah, I guess in base. Or I could do, no, I'll save that for libraries. Let me just put it in general for right now. So was it V toolbar, and then let me set the flex to 0. Yeah. Yep, and now it's normal. And now I wasn't thinking, but when I put the links inside of the buttons that it creates on this menu, it gives them kind of an ugly style, so I'm going to fix that. So that's in here. So I have the V buttons here, but I think I can just add href directly on the button. So actually I'm going to get rid of the router link entirely. That's gone. Yeah, the same thing here. And then this href will do that. And I think that will work. Yeah, well, it fixed the button problem anyway. Let's see. Nope. So because it's not a router link, I'm just going to add in the £sign here. Oops. I don't want that at all. Sweet. So now I have the 2 pages. Oh, awesome. And the next thing I need is was it? Oh yeah, for this page I need cards here. So I guess I need the header, a button, and cards on the page. So let me go back to the code, and on this page, actually not on the app page at all. Be on the home page. So I have a header already here, but let me see if there's actually no, I'm not gonna. So I'm just gonna put an H1 here for now, and change this to an H1. And what did I say? Oh yeah, all curriculum. or all curricula, I guess, whichever. Okay, and then here I'm just going to put these. I need to put a grid system in here, which I'm going to do in a minute. But for right now, I'm going to put VBTN, and then I need a card here. So I'm going to leave that blank for a second. And the button, what was the button going to say? Oh, create new. Okay, so create new. Okay, so now I need the grid and a card. So let me grab the card here first. And the basic card here looks good enough. Actually, I don't even need subtitle right now, even though I'm going to add more text and tags later. So where is... Okay. It doesn't have the code right here. See, I want the code from this one, but it doesn't show a code option, which is weird. Alright, that's fine. I'll just grab it from another example. So, oh, these all get more complicated. I just want a simple one. Alright, I'll grab this one. That's fine. This is all the V card. So let me grab V card. Alright. Then I'll just have to take out the picture and the buttons. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right. So I'll leave that. Don't need this. I don't need the buttons. And then I don't want the picture either. So vlist item. Let me see what this looks like. Yeah, this looks perfect. Looks good enough. And then these two things. Okay, so now I'm going to put in the grid, so this all looks a little bit nicer. So let me see, grid. Hey Sandeep, yeah, so Vuetify is a material UI design framework. Yeah, so I just need a basic grid, so this is going to be the same as Bootstrap or any other system basically. So I have rows and columns. Okay. Inside of a container, so I think I'll put the container on the outside maybe. Let me see. I could probably put the container here. Oh, okay. So let me put a V container here. And I don't actually know if I'm supposed to have the top nav inside of the v content. Maybe that's why I had a flex issue earlier. Yeah, let me try that in a second. First I'm going to paste that's fine. I'm going to paste this. So actually instead of this div, I'm going to have a column here, and then indent that, and then I need to end the column and close the row. Alright. I actually don't want any looping here. Okay, so just 12 columns. So actually on extra small, I guess I want it to be 8 columns. And here I want 4 columns. And I need some kind of an offset, so I'm going to see offset. Okay, here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna try Twitch at some point. It's just because I already have a YouTube channel, so I thought I would start here. But it would be nice also if I could just stream to Twitch at the same time, which I'm gonna figure out if there's a way to do it, because there's some software that does it, but it's pretty pricey. It seems more like it's an enterprise thing, like if I'm gonna be live streaming all the time. But yeah, Twitch is definitely something I want to do at some point. Alright, I need an offset. So it's offset medium. Okay, that's fine. So let me go back. So, okay, I'll change this to small again, I guess. So calls, and I think I can just put medium here maybe. And then offset medium will be 4. Actually, I think I'm gonna need more space, so I'll put 6 here since there are 12 total columns. And then for small, I'll put offset of 2. Oh wait. Alright, and then these should be okay, so I'm gonna make this all into one row first. So I'm gonna just use custom styling to do it. So I'll make a div here with a class of okay. First I'm going to give a wrapper class to the home page, and I'll just call it home page. This app won't be that big, so there's no reason to make it more specific. And then I'm going to call this, I guess, page header. Okay. And these two can go inside of there. What did I do? Oh yeah. Okay. So, okay, page header. Yeah, and then I'll go to actually I'll need to create a new file. So now in my components file, I'm going to just make a home.sass, so any of my homepage styles I'll just stick in this file. And then import it. Import components home. Alright, and I just separate them like this because usually there isn't any of these imports in this file that I'll separate it with a comment just to visually make it easier to scroll. So components and views. Okay. So in home, page header. Yeah. So in home first, I'm gonna put everything in a homepage wrapper class, so that it doesn't affect any styles outside of it. Now for the page header, I'm gonna, I guess, just use flex. So to display flex and see, yeah. So now it's displaying in a line at least. You mean the science and technology? Oh, on Twitch? Yeah, I don't know that much about Twitch. I've mostly seen it for gaming, so I really don't know how many programmers are on there. Yeah, so I need to separate that. So I'm going to do, I guess, justify content space between, so I can bring it to the edges. Let me see how that works. Yeah, so now it separates them. And also, looking at this, the button is slightly above. So let me just see. Yeah, so the button comes to the top of the blue box, and this text is vertically centered. So let me see if I can fix that. So align items center. Yeah, and now it's centered. Perfect. All right, so now this box, I'm actually going to make this wider, I think, because there's going to be a lot more text in here when I have real content on that. So let's see. I don't know how much I like this vlist. I'm going to take another look at vcard and see what other things I can pass into it, like vactions. I think there's a vtext, which would be better because this text is going to be description, so I don't think it's good to call it a subtitle. So I'm going to fix that. And then the max width, let me try getting rid of that. And then this, I think, just centers it. So, okay, I like this a lot better. That's good. So now it goes across the whole thing. All right. Yeah, so let me fix this card now. I'm going to go back into here. Card. I have no idea why there's no code snippet here. No, this one. This is, okay. So inside of vcard, there's vcard text and vcard action. So it is only 2 sections. It's primary. Okay, so let me see what other headers there are. What about this one? Yeah, here. This is much better. And then vcard. Yeah, so then I'll put the text after that. Okay. So here, that, and then just a dummy name. Okay, and then this one, I'll just get rid of this entirely. And I think it's, what was it, vtext maybe? Oh, it might be vcard text. That would make sense. Let me see. Yeah, vcard text. All right. I don't know why I copied that. And there. Now I'll put sweet. But there's no padding here. I wonder why there's no padding. I guess it is a subtitle. Yeah. Oh well. Alright, I'll just use the vcard subtitle then. Alright. Right. Sweet. That looks a lot better. So that's exactly what I want. And then I just have to fix the padding a little bit. So I guess I'll just add in, yeah, above the page header. And I don't need that class, so I'm going to call this, well, these are going to be looped, so I'm going to go ahead and make a container with a class of okay. And these can get up. Alright. So I have curricula list and page header, and I'm going to give them a margin. So margin top